it's so easy for me to work on a film than it is to work on a music video.
How would you describe yourself without using your title?
I make pictures move. I worked on Safari with Kevin Jue. It's streaming on Netflix. I have a new film, a new TV series. It's called Coco Dreams.
Do you believe that there is a mind shift that you have to get into when you're directing a movie vis-a-vis when you're working on a music video?
The sun was just setting.
Yeah.
Just outside the compound, I think somebody was burning trash, and now there's smoke going through the leaves and there's sun, the golden hour. I thought, wow, it's really nice light. I had a GH4 with me and a gimbal, 30 minutes.
You had not planned that?
No planning.
What made you say, Manze, I feel like I want to quit this thing?
They are very big Nigerian artists. Walikuja, tukashoot vizuri. Ile location walikuwa nauza drinks nini, wakakunywa the best of the best liquor, ya? Wakaenda. Bila hapo ilikuwa ni kama
left on you.
Left on me.
Give me a starter pack for a low budget music video. Welcome to Beyond the Timeline podcast. Season 2 starts now. I am Creative Stan and welcome to Beyond the Timeline podcast, a place where we talk about everything about filmmaking. Mike,
yes.
Tuanzie tu mahali simple kidogo. How would you describe yourself without using your title? What do you do in a story?
Without using a title?
Yes.
What do I do in a story?
Yes.
I make pictures move.
You make pictures move.
Yes.
You make moving pictures.
I make moving pictures.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get to that? Like, did you always want to be a filmmaker? Have you ever thought of yourself as somebody who make pictures move, or how did you get to that point?
I've always been a filmmaker. It's the only thing I've done in my life until recently when I've started to explore other things. Immediately after I finished high school,
Yeah.
that was back in, I think, 2009.
Yeah.
I found myself in a library, and there was a filmmaker from US. I think he was doing some charity work, and he was doing like a basic beginner crash course for some few librarians that were in attendance.
Yeah.
And that really sparked my curiosity. But even before that, I was so big on watching films and things like that at home. So that was just my first interaction with a real filmmaker who actually is doing this thing in their life. So that was the very first thing that sparked my curiosity. Yeah. Then after that, I found myself at a foundation. It's called Hot Sun Foundation.
Oh, Hot Sun.
Yeah, and there was a school there called Kibera Film School. So I was lucky enough to get a 5-month scholarship.
Yeah.
And it is only that. That's the only level of film education that I ever had in my entire life. After that, it was just blessings by fire. Training by fire, yeah.
Ile sasa unajaribu tu.
Unajituma sasa.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yeah.
How if we look at how you got into understanding or even just getting your interest into film, is there somebody who pulled you, or what was your first interaction really with moving pictures?
Okay, so when I was at Hot Sun Foundation, I had mentors coming in. I know for script writing it was Sarah Mwihaki. I know for photography it was John Wambugu. I know for names. I know for production it was for script writing Sarah Mwihaki, Kajetan Boy.
Okay.
For photography it was John Wambugu. For cinematography was a guy. It was a mix of different people. It was sometimes Nathan Collette, Michael Ilako, and a few other guests that would pop in once in a while.
Yeah.
For And for editing, we had like in-house editors like Victor Ombogo,
Yeah.
Wilfred Bayano, Kevin Machimbo.
Yeah.
For production, it was Josephat Care. And we actually had so much opportunity at Hudson. We had different guests popping in and out every now and then.
Yeah.
And that was a really good exposure for us. And after that, after I was done, after my graduation, John and Michael really pulled me. And it is through John I got to meet Enos Olik. And that is how I found myself in the music video space as well. I started working more with Enos.
Yeah.
I was helping him here and there with the editing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Changing the lenses and stuff, yeah.
Interesting. Now, looking at this journey, you've already been introduced to film. You have these mentors around you. At this point, I'm imagining film is still an interest to you. At what point does it now change that this is no longer an interest, this is what I want to do as a profession?
Yeah. Perfect timing. I think I'm having this podcast at the right time because since 2020, I got to a point of I really don't want to be known for music videos because I do a lot. I make documentaries, TV commercials, and a lot of other film-related material. I even train. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So most people would just know me for that, but people who actually know me professionally know that I'm bigger than music videos on its own. So in 2020, I just made that decision that I want to start getting into films, like proper films, TV series and stuff like that. And immediately after, maybe around 2021, I worked on Safari with Kevin Jue. He made Safari. It's streaming on Netflix.
Yes.
And I made a couple of other films with other directors.
Yeah.
Some of the films are on Showmax and Maisha Magic, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and recently, 2 years ago, I made my first short film, The Yellow Dress.
Congratulations, man.
So I'm really transitioning into being a proper filmmaker because that is really exactly why I started doing it.
Yeah.
And for me, music videos is more of a passion than to be paid to do it, Of course, I get paid to do it, but why I was doing it in the first place, I was just passionate about music.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be part of the music industry, and that is just how I would contribute to that.
Yeah.
But of course, later on, I started getting paid to do it, and after a while, I realized I'm not really being satisfied at this point, and I need more. So that's how I started making movies, and now I'm getting gigs like TV series, movies, documentaries as always, and stuff.
Nice. It's interesting when you say you were just doing music for passion, music videos, because man, you have really great work outside here. Like your visuals are really commanding the airwaves, to say the least. If we just go a little bit into your music videos, one thing I notice is that there's a style you have. Particularly if I watch, for example, one of the clans or the artists you collaborate with a lot, Otile Brown, there's a color you go for, there's a style you go for, there's how the video looks. How do you plan these things? How do you think about these styles? How do you think about the color grading? How do you think about the styling, the location? Yes.
I hear that a lot. Somebody would say, this is Mike's work.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't really plan for it like that.
Yeah.
But I know from a technical perspective, I know there's certain rules that I just need to follow to ensure that the quality of the work looks like this.
Yeah.
And from production, if let's say if I receive a song,
Yeah.
I'll create a mood board for it and send it to the artist. Then we bounce ideas. I mean, if he likes it, then we plan for the production. So I will go scout locations and send photos. And while I'm scouting locations, I'm also thinking about how I'm going to light the scene and stuff.
Yeah.
And usually, for music videos, I try to have a very limited crew because it's really, you don't need sound. It depends, but most of the time you don't need sound. You don't need a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
And now that we have LEDs and whatnot,
Yeah.
even the lighting and grip is shrinking by time. Yeah.
Yes.
So usually it's up to max 10 people at least. We have a BTS, we have wardrobe, makeup, and we have like catering and transport.
Yeah.
And 2 assists, maybe camera department. We have like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
Once we've shot it, I just edit on the same day. Like if I'm done shooting today, the same night, by tomorrow morning, I'm done editing. I've sent the first draft. So usually I want to send an almost perfect first draft.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a 90% first draft, so that if there's no changes, I just color it and I send it.
And then you're done.
If there's changes, I have like a day. But usually I would tell a client that I need a week to work on it. But for in the first night, they'll just receive their first draft.
Yeah.
Then the remaining days of the week is just me playing around with what look I want to go for.
Yeah.
But with my post workflow, I have a specific set of rules that I have to follow, because I'm professionally trained to color like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know there's certain levels that I need to maintain. There's certain prints that I prefer to work on when I'm creating my LUTs and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe somebody would say, they would watch it and say, this is Mike's work. There's a specific style to it.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've noticed if you look at Eminem's music videos, they have a certain style. It's
distinct,
teal and orange.
Yes.
Throughout.
I think yours are also teal and orange, but you tend to lean towards the warm kind of. Yeah. Interesting. Now, looking at how you think through a project or the steps you go through, and some of these things are bare minimums when you come to production, and some are also the creative bit. How do you manage to synchronize this? For example, you're working with an A-list artist like Otile Brown now. He has his own ideas, you have your own ideas. How do you manage to come and sync these ideas and bring out a project that it is not all Otile or all Mike, but there is some synchronicity in that? That's
a challenging part, because that's usually the challenging part with music videos, especially if you're working with a big artist. Not always, but some of them, they also know that they are creatives.
Yes.
And we also know that we are creatives, but maybe their creativity is limited to the music, to the audio and and that kind of world. But mine is also limited to how to visualize what he's trying to sing in the song. So usually I would just create a mood board. They would send a song. Most of the time they'll send a song, and maybe with a voice note, and they say, I'm thinking I want to do this and that, this and that.
Okay.
So maybe see what you can do about it. Then I'll just use that to create a mood board. And of course I know exactly what, other than the concept that they have, I know I need to have performance scenes and stuff. So with their concept, all I'm adding is my creative, like my performance scenes. I'll just use my creativity to add on to that. But there's people like an artist like Octo that I really love working with. He gives you the creative freedom. He sends you the song and tells you, I was thinking this, but you are the master. Do what you think is right.
Nice.
And most of the time when I work with him, I remember when we were working on the Jungle Fever album, I did all the videos on that album.
Interesting.
And he just sent me the entire album and told me, I want to work on this song and this song, but just go through the album and get the idea.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him, this is what I've come up with. And he's like, okay, let's shoot. When are we shooting? Let's go.
Yeah.
And as soon as I have an edit, I send it back to him. He doesn't have any changes. It's just like, yo, I like it. And we're done. Yeah. So that is one, you rarely find that in an artist.
Yeah.
Most of them want to control the outcome.
Yes.
And sometimes what you see is not what really I created. Yeah. Sometimes it's just because the client is right, I'll just do according to their wish, according to their wish, and we move. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I try to retain the quality control at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now, if we look at how you play around with the creative freedom of the creative control, now that you're stepping into film and have a few notable films that you've worked on, do you say, or do you believe that there is a mind shift that you have to get into when you're directing a movie vis-a-vis when you're working on a music video, and how does that happen, or how does it look like?
That's a good question. If there's a difference between when I'm working on a music video
and
or a film,
yes.
Technically, there's both extremes, yeah. But as a cinematographer, first, technically, there's no difference for me, because I just need to know. For a film, I just need to understand the scene. If I enter into this room, I need to look at, when you're lighting for film, you just need to understand the scene and how light enters the room and what motivates the light and how you need to capture the story within your creativity.
Yeah.
With music videos, it's more of making it look beautiful. It's about the artist. You want the artist to be the hero of the story. So the lighting, sometimes the choices you make, the decisions you make when it comes to lighting a music video and a film are more or less the same, but with music videos it's very different, because it's really about the artist. You want them in the best light. So you have to make it glow, yeah. But for film, it's just about the story. This is what we are going for. I need motivation for that scene. I need to light that scene. I don't need people to notice the light. I just need people to focus on the story.
Story itself.
Unless it's something that requires a certain level of creative input, that we have to notice the lighting, then that's how I'll make that decision. But it's not very off. It's not very different. Yeah. It's so easy for me to work on a film than it is to work on a music video.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
there
is a very common phrase I get all the time that I do not know if these people are artists or they are people who consume music, but they usually say Kenyan music are boring, like the music videos. They are very predictable. Like you could tell Calligraph Jones videos, and I'm not mentioning Calligraph Jones to hate or anything, but it's just to bring up that example that there's a way you can tell about Kenyan movies. There's how you can, not Kenyan movies, Kenyan music videos, you know. So my question is, as a cinematographer or as a music video director who has worked on high budget music videos, what do you think is missing in the high budget music video category?
I think it's not boring. I wouldn't say it's boring, but I can say we don't have gatekeepers, yeah? What do I mean? If you go back 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we had gatekeepers in the music space. And these people ensured that the only thing that we are going to release is quality work, yeah? So for example, people used to say that DJ Pinye is a gatekeeper. But if you look at the quality of the musicians he championed, the longevity that they have, it's because of that level of gatekeeping that he was working on, that he used to have. And so many artists that went through him have been here for a long time as well. So do we really need gatekeepers now? It's very impossible because we have social media. Some people will use their phone to shoot a music video. Some people will use the small cameras, the GoPros, and they'll upload it on YouTube. But if the song is a big song, it will hit, with a very bad video. But you know, consumers don't care. They just want to enjoy the song. But when it comes to some of these other professional musicians that we have, they also have their style. There's a branding to what they have. They have a branding to them. Some people just want to show a lot of restaurants in their music videos. Some want to show a lot of widescreen. Some want a lot of that. So sometimes you'll have a different concept, but the artist will say, no, I just want a white background and things. And if you look at Calligraph's music videos, most of it is in a studio. A lot of his videos are done within a studio setup, because that is really what he likes. That is what he's been working with for a long time. And as long as the song is good, it's good.
Okay. So I am a beginner music video director, but I'm working on low budget music videos. Give me a starter pack for a low budget music video.
Starter pack for a low budget music video.
Nikienda kushoot, I know this one will give me something.
Just get somebody who's really good at shooting. Somebody who understands filmmaking. If they understand filmmaking, the budget will really not matter at that point, because all they know, if I have this light and that light and a nice lens and a nice camera and a nice location, we are good to go. But for somebody who's really, really on a low budget, the song has to be good, The song has to be good. Get a nice location. Limit yourself to one location if you can. Have a nice, the song is about a girl, find a nice looking lady as a vixen, and just find somebody who knows how to shoot. Anyone that knows how to shoot will know how to go about it. Yes. Because with music videos, you need a very creative personality with you. You need somebody who knows to work with shadows and to play around with lights. And that is what I used to do when I was making low budget music videos. I remember when there's a video I did for Boutros way back, sometime back, before he became a superstar now that he is. I went to where they were doing another music video, and they were on a break. They were charging batteries and stuff. And it was just the sun was just setting. And just outside the compound, I think somebody was burning trash. And now there's smoke going through the leaves, and there's sun, the golden hour. And I thought, wow, it's really nice light. Then I asked Boutros, do you have a song that we can shoot while you're waiting? He's like, yeah, I have a song. And I had a GH4 with me and a gimbal. 30 minutes.
You had not planned that?
No planning. 30 minutes. There was a nice Benz, like an orange Benz there, and I just told him, dress up and let's shoot. So within 30 minutes, I shot it. The song is called Wasoro. So if you've seen Wasoro, it was a very short thing. But that is just how quick I was with that moment. There was nice lights, there was smoke from trash, and the artist was there, and the song was there, and we jumped on it. So that's a really good example of a low budget, like zero budget really. But because I know exactly what I wanted to achieve with that, I just went for it.
Interesting. Now, if we go back kidogo to your time at Hot Sun, right? I believe you are not alone. You are with other people. And looking at where you've come, or how far you've come, or how far you've got yourself to, I'd imagine not everybody you are with is where you are at. What would you say was the thing or the things you had to sacrifice for you to get to where you've got career-wise?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think this goes to every other career or any other person that is trying to do anything in their life. It's just delayed gratification, man. Yeah, just delay the good time. Yeah, and put in the work. I know for sure I've been very consistent.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to be consistent even now.
Yeah.
I try to remain very consistent with every other thing in my life. So I think that's the thing that brings about the difference. I know the people that I was with at Hudson, most of them are actually in the industry. Some people are in sound, some people are doing other things, you know, in film related, but most of them are in the industry. I think for me, working on music videos and working with artists just gave me a big platform. But I know people that are still doing like really good work in just different productions. Maybe tu mimi sasa ilinipea tu platform ya maybe nitajulikana kidogo. But I never think about it like that. I'm just doing what I do and I go home.
Humble.
Very. I never think about it like that.
Nice. Now with that humility as well, you're in an industry where people are, I wouldn't say fight for, but people yearn for recognition a lot, you know. Is there a project that probably according to you or according to what I've just said, the project didn't hit the buzz, but kichini chini wewe, that's your favorite project?
Do I have a favorite project?
Yenye iko chini ya maji, we don't know about it, but this is your favorite project.
Do I have a favorite project?
Yes.
I think my recent video with Otile Brown, inaitwa Not For Me. I think that's really my favorite project to date.
Okay.
It stands out. I think that's one of my favorite projects. It's not, I don't understand why it's not a big video as I thought it would be. If you look at the video, you'd think we really planned for it. But it was just a matter of bouncing off ideas. In different locations.
It's just the
storyline was there. But every other thing happened while we were working on it. Yes. So that's my favorite project. Do I have another one? Hata sikumbuki music videos zangu, man.
Quite a number. That shows how successful you are. Unajua.
I hope to work with even bigger artists. So,
Okay. It's okay. Do you have a moment you felt like, Mike, here I am a failure?
A moment where I feel I have not done my best.
Yes, in a project.
Oh, there's a project I worked on. It never came out. And we had a really bad disagreement with the artist. That was a while back, and the investment was big.
From your end or both?
From both ends, the investment was big. But there was a lot of creative control issues that was going on, and we just fell apart. But the video was really nice. It was a female musician. The video was nice, but we just fell apart because she really wanted to control the outcome. But at the same time, I was trying to protect my creative choices. So we just fell apart, and she ended up not paying what was left. And with that, you retained the video. You retained the project. But after a while, when I look back at that situation, I just think it would have been different. I would have just allow her to go with her creative choices because it's her project, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I was younger, so I blamed this on that.
Yeah.
So I would have just not get attached to the project.
Yes.
And allow her to do what she wants
To
with
release
it.
the
Yeah.
project.
And I would have still gotten paid for it, what was left.
Oh yeah.
But that is a moment when I felt that I've failed
You
because
failed.
I didn't really follow the plan, and the plan
Yeah.
is usually the client is always right. So if we shoot a video and you say no, I want it like this and like that, that is just exactly what I will give you.
So
And after that, nowadays the client is always right.
So you sacrifice your creative freedom for what the client wants.
Exactly. If the client wants dancers in the video, even if the song doesn't need dancers, I'll just advise, hii song mi sioni kama tunahitaji dancers, lakini juu unataka, ni sawa, acha tulete. Yes. So, because I remember when I was working on a song, I think this was Otile Brown and Nadia. It's called My Sugar, My Love. Yeah. The final video is not what was there before.
It's not the director's cut.
Not really, but it is just not what we shot earlier. Because at first we just two people dancing, a couple dancing.
Yeah.
But then when I sent it to him, akasema mi naona tuongeze vitu. Akasema unataka tuongeze nini? Akasema naona tufanye hivi na hii ndio it makes sense.
Yeah.
Nikasema sawa, and we went back again and shot a lot of things tukaongeza hapo.
Yeah.
At first I was very hell-bent on it, but later when I was editing it and just looking at it, I started to see what he was saying. Yeah, I started to see what he was saying. So hapo ndo nikasema, okay, msanii akitaka unampatia tu because they know wanajua audience yao.
True.
Wanajua muziki yao, so kama hiyo ndo kitu yeye anataka, umpatie tu. Yeah.
Okay. Have you got in a situation in your career where have you is the wrong word, because I've also got myself there. When or what made you say, manze, I feel like I want to quit this thing?
Every other day, man. Because I've been in a situation where we were all on set and the artist didn't show up. And I've paid for everything.
Wow.
Yes. And ananipigia simu ti, mi naona to shoot kesho.
Are you serious?
I've paid for the equipment, I've paid for the crew, paid the catering people. Then msanii akakuja late akasema, mi to shoot tu kesho, tungoje. And I'm like, I have to pay for all this stuff again.
Yeah.
Alafu akakataa akisema aje na yeye ashatoa pesa. So
na tuja shoot.
Those kind of moments makes you want to quit. And also, unajua wasanii, the bigger the artist, the bigger the ego you're going to deal with. Yeah. So the big artists, they have a big ego. And if you don't know how to navigate that, it will rub off you vibaya. Na kama wewe pia ni mtu uko na ego, unaona mtaharibu kazi, unanipata? So sometimes I downplay a lot of things so that we can just get beyond that phase. Unanipata? So that we can just shoot, finish and go. But dealing with ego is one thing that, especially when with music videos, that is one thing that makes me want to quit every day, because I know naonaga simu inalia hivi niko tu, oh my god,
huyu ni nani?
Because I already know the challenge that naenda kupitia
ndio project
ishe, the back and forth, the misunderstandings, unanipata? So sometimes sometimes it's just human error, because unjua msanii, unjua you are very famous, and you forget to work on other things on you. Unasahau wewe ni binadamu at the end of the day. So ukikam unataka kucollaborate na watu wengine, unakuja na ego yako, ukuji kama wewe, unanipata? And if you find people who can't contain that, you will end up most of the time not working. Ama mtu anafanya kumaliza. So that makes me want to quit every day. And I think hiyo ndio kitu imefanya I'm really trying to shift because I got to a point where I can't deal with it anymore. Niko like siwezi shinda na deal na hizi egos kila siku.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. I can only imagine, I mean, a bigger African artist, unanipata? Akikuja na hiyo pressure yote.
How do we get the project done?
Exactly. Anakuja anakuambia hapana, mimi nataka hivi. Kuna time nilikuwa na shoot artist fulani kutoka South Africa.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Tulikuwa tumempangia kila kitu. Akafika, akisema mimi sitaki hizi. Na tukidiscuss hizi ni vitu yeye mwenyewe alisema anataka, but seeing it in person akisema no, it's not how I wanted it.
Yeah.
Na sasa hizo tuko on production and we are like we are in production, we can only work with what we have.
Yeah.
And I also remember working with a very big Nigerian artist. Walikuja wakaenda kwa location, ile location walikuwa nauza drinks nini, tukashoot vizuri, wakaenda wakakunywa, wakakunywa the best of the best liquor, wakaenda. Bila hapo ilikuwa ni kama 200-300K
left on you,
left on me.
Are you serious?
Exactly. That was a very big artist kabisa. So mimi kenye nilifanya, I had to pay it juu sasa tungetoka hapo. But what I did, nikamtumia video na watermark. Nikamwambia until unirudishie hiyo pesa ndio utapata video yako. Hiyo video haijaitoka.
Kumaanisha kuwa irudisha pesa.
Hiyo pesa ilienda hivyo. Sasa those experiences, and that's the reality. Working with artists is the hardest because hawa ni watu famous, una deal na ego zao tu, so lazima urab ego zao saa zingine. So, utapata mtu, kuna artist wengine that wanadhani wanajua kushoot, they want to tell you what shots to take, what angles to take. Yeah, so 1 in a million. Utapata mtu anakuambia, hey, just do your thing, I'll follow your lead. It's not always like that. Yeah.
Now, as we summarize, najua tuko na lot ya kuongelea man. Your career and looking at the people who've inspired you, and also you mentioned that you also tutor some people as well, so you are also mentoring some young people. My question would be, what is it that you want to be remembered for? What is it that you pass down to this younger self, you know, or what is it that you communicate through your visuals that you want people to remember you for?
Ni swali ngumu. That's
the depth in it.
Yeah. I think when I'm doing my mentorships, ama when I'm training, it's really about passing down the skills and the knowledge that I have. Just allowing because that's also how I received some of this understanding. So for me, when I'm training, it's really about passing down the knowledge. And if you come to one of my training courses, I really give 100%. I don't keep information. I give 100% of what I know. All the technical understanding, all the theories that there is. And I even show them how I set my camera and how I make my lens choices, how I do my blocking. I literally give 100% when it comes to training. So anyone who's been in my class knows that I will give 100%. When it comes to if my work inspires anyone, I've met so many people that tell me I inspire them. I've received a lot of DMs from different people that say that I inspire them and they would love to work with me in the future. And for anyone who is aspiring to make music videos and just being in the film industry in general, all I can say is just be consistent. Whatever it is, if it's a rom-com, it's a podcast, music video, film, whatever it is, animation, just be consistent and release it. Don't keep it in a drive. Release it continuously. And anyone that thinks mimi nimefika place nataka kufika, in my heart, I know I'm just at the beginning of where I think I want to go.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that inspire me, and those people are in their 70s, they're in their 80s,
Yeah.
they are very experienced filmmakers. So
Would you tell us a number, or probably one or two names that really
of course,
inspire you?
there's international, there's local.
Let's do local and international.
We have locally, we have cinematographers.
Yes, yes.
It's a tight one.
I
don't want to sound,
I know.
but I'll just mention people that I really pay attention to their work. I look at Jim Bishop.
Okay.
I look at, of course, I look at Enos' work.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I look at Steve Mugo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really doing good stuff as well with music videos.
Nice.
I look at Maghetto. He's a DP as well.
Mm.
And for directors, it's a lot. A lot of people have their style.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Carol Koch Odongo because of how she knows how
I actually want to bring her.
Yeah, she really works well with actors. I like her style.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and many others.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go international.
Internationally, of course, it's a lot, man.
Give me two.
I'll say Ryan Coogler of late.
Okay.
Why? Because I've watched Sinners like 50 times.
Yeah.
And every time I watch it, I see a new thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that he wrote it and directed it, that is really something that I'm keen on, because I'm also trying to write and direct. So I'm also trying to look at people who write and direct. We have Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also writes and directs and shoots. So that is the space I'm really trying to put myself in. I want to write, direct, and shoot.
And shoot.
Yeah. So I'm looking at people who try to combine that.
Yeah.
So because I believe in myself writing-wise, and I just want to explore that. So I look at these two recently because they write and direct. There's many others.
Yeah.
But why Zack Snyder? Because he's also a really good cinematographer. Yeah? He shoots really well.
Yeah.
And from my experience with shooting and editing, you naturally have an edge to how the story will flow.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
you understand what lens you're going to use in this particular space, and how you want to edit this scene.
Yeah, yeah,
so you become a predator in that sense, where you know what you're writing, you know how you want to execute it, and you know exactly what kind of shot you're going to take for a particular scene. So Zack Snyder is really a big inspiration to me, and Ryan Coogler because he writes and he directs.
Yeah.
And if you look at the film itself, you see it. You see the writing translating into the picture. Yeah.
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But then kama uko na swali uliza. Yeah.
So
hujakat, si ndio?
bado
Okay, wacha tuiroll.
So one, how do you unajitoaje kwa project yako usikuwe so much attached?
How do I detach from a project?
Yes.
So what I normally do is, as soon as I'm done shooting, and I will jump straight into editing. And as soon as I edit it and do the post, I walk away from it. Yeah. So if I have a 1 week window to work on the project, I know if I'm done shooting today, in the same night, I'll edit, and by tomorrow morning I have it ready. Then I'll walk away from it. Then I'll come after 2-3 days and look at it again. If I like it, after those 3 days, I detach from it. If I don't like it, I go back to work on it. Yeah. So for me, once I send it as a final, na iko na green light, I don't look at it ever again. Yeah. Hata nikikutana nao kwa mat, nikutana nao kwa mat ama niende kwa mall naona inacheza, I don't look at it because I will start seeing
the mistakes
yeah,
you feel you'd
I
change.
feel like I will start seeing I should have done this differently, unanipata.
Yeah.
But nowadays I don't have a lot of that because I make a lot of strict decisions. Nikisha decide even though tunafanya, that's final, and that is how I train myself to detach from it. But I realize that as soon as you work on it and get to the final point, once you watch it, utasema hakuna kitu ingine tunahitaji kuongeza ama kutoa. Sasa hivyo, that is just how I detach from it. Yeah.
So the other question nilikuwa nauliza ni venye, how did you come to identify like niche yangu itakuwa directing, film, juu at level mi niko napata nafanya a lot, niko kwa wedding, niko kwa paka mazishi, so but I want to narrow down to filmmaking, which bado na feel sijafika, cause pia kuna bills za kulipa, so na gather na hizi vitu. So uliwezaje ku...
That's a really good question. How do I identify my niche? Yeah, so that nisifanye weddings, music nisifanye matanga vitu mingi.
Yes.
The only decision I made, that decision kitambo sana. One, there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
If you're going to focus on music, on weddings,
Yes,
I have so many friends doing weddings. If you're going to focus on weddings, stick to weddings, because one, weddings are very consistent, but just make it look beautiful, like commercial styles,
Yeah.
So make it look beautiful and make the noise. But if you focus on weddings in Amanisha, the more clients you get, the more your bills gonna get paid, sindio? But if you want to do weddings and cover funerals and try and be on the set with the filmmakers when you're unafanya TV, ama film, ama unataka kufanya documentary, most of the time you'll end up, hakuna mtu atakujua for a specific thing, hakuna mtu atakujua for a specific thing. So but at the same time you have bills to pay, so utapata kuna mazishi pale, kuna ka 100k
waiting,
na hapa kuna msanii akona 15k,
na wewe ni wa music video.
In that moment you have to think about yourself, pay your bills first, and ufanye mazishi, but usiende ukapost
useme wewe ni mtu wa mazishi.
Wewe fanya mazishi, tumia watu wa mazishi, wao wakiwa na mazishi ingine, hakuna ule jamali tufanyi. Kama ni wedding, unless with weddings is different, because weddings can become very popular, especially if you shoot so well, so kama unafanya weddings, just stick to that. Like I have a friend anaitwa Kapedo, is a photographer, I think unamjua.
Kapedo,
now he's so big with wedding photography,
Kapedo is huge.
Na kitambo alikuwa comedian, but he
was a poet.
A poet, comedian, then he made a transition to akaanza kufanya celebrity photography.
Yes.
But aka realize he's also dealing with a lot of egos. Aka switch to wedding photography, and Squeezy is so busy. He doesn't do politicians, he doesn't do products, he doesn't do corporate, he's strictly doing wedding, and that is what everybody knows him for. So that already amejijengea njia yake, sindio? So for anyone in the film space, if you want to be a director, then start creating that space for yourself. Wacha watu wakikuitia kazi wakukuitia kudirect. If you want to be an actor, start creating that. Wacha watu wakuone kama actor. So it means you are more in front of the camera than behind
the camera.
For me, nikitaka kuanza kufanya cinematography, if anything, I'm a really good editor. Like post-production, I'm really efficient. But watu wanijui na hiyo. I edit a lot of my work, but people don't know about it, sindio? But people know what they see. So because nimejenga hiyo for a long time, na ndio kitu watu wananijua nayo, na inamaanisha I had to turn down all these other things. Like mtu akinitia job ya ku edit, unless I'm editing in my personal space, I will take it. Na huyo ni ule client mmoja, ule atanilipa mara moja na ende. But siwezi enda kwa ofisi ya mtu naanza kuedit. I will not take that gig. Unanipata? Not because I don't want the money, but that is not how I want to build my career. Sindio?
Yeah.
So I think it's just you have to make that strict decision ya nataka kujulikana for hii kitu. So hii ndo kitu nataka watu wanionage nikifanya. And it will take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of you saying no to other things that normally you wouldn't. But if it's issue ya kulipa bills, fanya hiyo mazishi. Lakini tusoe juu ulifanya client ndo ajue. Yeah?
Kwe siri yako.
Exactly, kwe ni siri yako.
Yeah.
Kama una have kulipa bills, then you have to do the job. Because uko na equipment, uko na skill na knowledge. Sindio?
Yeah.
That is, you just offering that service to them. Wakupe pesa zako, wewe uende. Sindio? But usipost hiyo. Kama politician ako na rally, anataka uende ufanye rally yake, utaki kujulikana kama videographer wa politician. Go and shoot, get your money, and go home. Yeah, atapost kwa socials za. Even me, I have a lot of things that nimefanya huku nje that our clients ndo wananijuaga for, but watu kaa nyinyi hamtaiona hizo vitu, si ndio? But at the end of the day zinalipa bills. Yeah, I have a lot of documentary work that I can't even post on my socials because that is not the agreement nilikuwa nayo na client. Unanipata? Mimi nafanya job yangu, wananilipa, wao wanapost kwa socials zao. So na hizo zinalipa bills, unanipata? So ni you make your decision, but ile unataka tukujue nayo, honor it. Yes.
Ya mwisho. Because sometimes maybe in terms of maybe pricing, unapata hapo client maybe amelia and you had to take the job. And maybe later unapata it's a lot of work that you need to do. Or just maybe ulienda ukafanya kazi but ilikuwa frustrating, the environment haikuwa sawa ile venye ulikutaka. How do you handle those filming?
That's a good question, because most of the time you have a client, they have the money, but they are very they like to micromanage. Yeah,
kabisa.
Hizo ni vitu tatu, mara mob zitapatana, si ndio? So if you have, and sometimes the budget ni kidogo, but you need the job.
Yes.
Sometimes unanidio kazi.
Bills have to be paid.
Yeah, bills have to pay. What I always say first is money on the table na kuna money in your pocket. Si ndio? So money in your pocket is money you can count on.
Yeah.
Money on the table ni ile hata huwezi ongelelea, si ndio? So mara ya kwanza, the first how you go about it is make that decision financially. Is it making financial sense? If yes, then no, it will come with some pressure. Is this pressure worth taking?
Yeah.
If yes, then no, I have to commit. Si ndio? So ukipatana na client difficult, na wako always. Yeah, a difficult client, most of the time they will pay you the least. Atakwambia mimi niko na pesa kidogo, atakwambia by the way tuko na, it's not so much nini, but the minute you commit to that job, pressure inazidi, si ndio? Tuna need buy kesho nini.
Yeah.
Ama ukituma first draft, changes ni kama 1 million, si ndio? But ukiangalia the financial side of things, I make sense. Mi usema in those situations, take the money. Hiyo 20k, kama uko na gari, itafuelio gari, itabuy insurance. Si ndio? Ama kama una gari, kama uko na ndudhi, utafuel ndudhi yako for 3 months na ubuy insurance na uende service. Hiyo 20k, kama uko na mtoi home, umebuy maziwa na nini umerudi home. But sasa wewe una need kufanya nini in that situation where you are getting less pay but the amount of work iko mingi? You have to come up with a set of rules for the client. Mwambie, I can only make changes up to 3 times. Mara ya kwanza nitakutumia ureview, mara ya pili nikutumia hiyo review, na mara ya tatu for the final. I can only make changes up to 3 times. Unamwambia 1. 2, unamlimit in terms of working hours. Unamwambia because umenilipa this much, I can only offer this service to this amount of days, 4 days. So ukishamwambia tunaweza fanya job in 4 days, anajua 4 days na niko na 3 changes peke yake, ataanza kupunguza vitu pande yake. Tusema okay, basi hatunidi. Namba ya 3, kama client anakulipa vizuri, yeah, lakini ako na pressure, fanya kazi juu hiyo job, juu hiyo pesa. If the pay is really good but the client is toxic, yeah, wacha niseme too toxic, do the work because of the money. Let that be your motivation. Forget about the stress. So but juu client anakupea pesa mingi, atakuja na rules zake.
True.
Sindio?
True.
Juu ana dictate leverage iko pande yake, sindio? So do the job because of the money. But client kama nakuja na pesa kidogo, leverage iko na wewe, dictate terms ya hiyo agreement. Mwambie 3 days, 3 changes and we are done. Siwezi rudi. So if we miss anything kwa hiyo stage, siwezi fanya tena. Yeah.
Or you can charge them.
Ama sasa mwambie after 3 days nitakuwa na kucharge another extra 10k.
Yeah.
For doing the work. Yeah.
Maybe music video ama film zako, if kama unataka just nione tu vile unafanya mambo zako.
Swali ni?
Anasema he definitely want to tag along to be part of your
okay,
crew.
Please. Yeah, me sina shida. I have a production in a few weeks. And it's documentary film, but it's a creative documentary. So hiyo I'll let him know, alafu mnaweza kuja. Yeah, maybe mnaweza fanya some BTS, and I'll be shooting with a really nice equipment. Yeah, so maybe mnaweza come fanya BTS or something, whatever too. Yeah, and maybe you will see how I make those decisions on the day, because when I'm shooting, I don't think about it until when I'm on set. Unless ni kitu director amenikalisha chini ananiambia nataka hivi na hivi, then tutapanga. That's the only time I'll shoot. But kama ni kitu hizi random nini it's just we are telling a story. I just think about it when I'm on set. I don't go home and stress myself about it. Ile siku nafika hapo naona blocking venye nakaa, naambia director, tuna discuss, then I start to give him my ideas, him or her. Yeah. But I think the Kenyan film industry is growing so fast.
Yeah.
A lot of equipment zimekuja, and sai kila mtu ako na opportunity. So, and there's a lot of free knowledge on YouTube. Free knowledge from production from pre-production to post to even marketing. So there's no excuse for anyone kusema haezi understand venye vitu zinawaka. Kuna free knowledge on YouTube, free knowledge. There's schools in Kenya, Talent Factory, KU, sindio? ADMI, Kenya Film School. There's also that. So, and there's people like us. Sikuzi tuko wengi mtaani huku. Sasa ni rahisi kuongelesha stan about an edit na nini. So take advantage of all this information. Even though when I as advice to just take advantage of the information. There's always something on YouTube you can learn about filmmaking.
True. Any last word, Mike?
Any last words?
Yes.
That camera. So any last words? So my last word would go to any aspiring filmmaker. When I was starting out in my early years, that was like 15 years ago, now 16 years ago, I didn't know anything, but every day I was doing my homework. I was doing my homework on cinematography. I really love it. And color, I really love that aspect of the craft. And every day I've been doing even today before I came here, I was doing my homework still. So do your homework, hone your craft, and remain very consistent. The sky is the limit. And anyone who wants to work with me, my number iko hapo chini.
Ndio hiyo.
Na my social media iko hapo.
Ndio hiyo.
Yeah, and I have a new film, a new TV series. It's called Coco Dreams. So it's a limited series. The trailer is out. If you go on my socials, you'll see it. So Yeah.
Me and Mike go a long way, and he's actually one of the guys who's inspired me to get where I've got, because seeing what he does, and as a friend, as a brother who's just close to you, then it also challenges you to grow and try to keep up, for lack of a better word. But with that said, mi nakushukuru tu sana.
Asante.
Umetusaidia ku level up game, the music video industry, the film industry, and even where we are going. We'll still call you here for
Of
more
course.
conversations, more stories.
There's more technicals.
Exactly.
That we can discuss, yeah.
There are a lot of things we'll need to go to into the cinematography and also the directing bit. But with that said, guys, if you have any questions, anything you want to ask Mike or you want to ask the podcast, just leave it in the comment section. Other than that, asanteni sana, and until the next one, kwaheri.
Peace.
You deserve a love that doesn't rush you, that waits for the right focus before pressing record. You deserve a love that chases every moment, adjusts the ISO in the dark, and still captures magic. A love that plays with light, breaks rules, and plays with angles until every shot feels like true. A love that understands motion, because some stories can't stand still. They must move, breathe, dance. A love that knows when to widen the aperture to let more of you in, your fears, your dreams, your unfinished ideas. A love that turns sound into emotion through microphones that don't just hear, but feel. This studio is for the brave, the storytellers, the ones in love with creating. Bring your vision, and we'll meet it with passion.